let's say you want to raise capital for your next rental or your next co-living deal, right? Maybe take us a little bit through how you would do that as a capital raiser. Give us some of your secret sauce. What are your steps to getting to that point? And maybe for someone that's just starting that process.
So I'm going to give two ways. So if you're just starting out, I would say you want to go out there and you want to connect with people who are, what do you say? People who are, I just lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh.
Like like and trust you, or?
Yes. So if you're completely new, right, you want to go to your friends and like your inner circle. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You've seen me. I've been learning. I've been going to conferences. I've been looking for properties. This is the goal and the vision of where I want to go. Would you like to partner with me on this deal? Here's an opportunity. I'm thinking I want to purchase this property. I want to renovate it and sell it. Would you like to partner with me on it? I have the skills, the expertise. I'm building the team. I have the knowledge. Come in with me as a capital partner. You'll bring the capital and you can learn along the way. Or maybe you just want to be completely passive. So that's how I would approach it if I was completely new. Now, if you're an experienced investor, what has helped me is that as an experienced investor, you have past projects. Share on your Facebook past project or have like a portfolio. It's going to be like your resume. Because if you go to someone about, hey, I need money, they want to know, who are you? Are you actually legit? Are you saying that? Are you actually in real estate? So they're going to either Google you. They're either going to go on your Facebook, on your Instagram, wherever they can find information about you just to validate your credibility. What has helped me is that in different masterminds and communities that I'm a part of, I'm very active. So I provide value, I make posts, I share what I'm doing. And then people in those same communities can always go back and see things that I post and be like, okay, you're legit, right? You know your stuff. I trust you to a point to give you money, but also my confidence as well with explaining the deal that I'm doing. Like, hey, like I'm not gonna bullshit you or whatever it is, right? But I'm saying this is what, like, I'm being transparent. This is what I need your money for. This is how long I need it. Now, there's gonna be a possibility I may lose your money. If there's a 1% chance that I lose your money and you don't get it back, will you be able to pay your bills? Would you be able to cover expenses? All those things. So you be super transparent and upfront. Don't sugarcoat anything. And I think that's why a lot of lenders like working with me as well, because I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to tell you, oh my God, this is a great deal. Duh, I know it's a great deal.
Yeah, there's zero risk. Zero risk. It's like, that's not true. There's risk.
There is risk, and there's a possibility they're going to lose it. My goal is, if I take your money, I want to be able to like return it safely and as quickly as possible so you can keep reinvesting. So if you're an experienced investor as well, like the work that you've done, that's your credibility. It's a proven track record. You've done it. Use that as leverage to raise even more money.
I'm reminded, I think it was Warren Buffett who said the first rule of investing is don't lose your principal. And then the second rule of investing is see rule number one.
Yeah.
So like I love that. It's like, you're like, hey, I'm going to take care of the principal. Like that's at the very least, obviously we want interest and we want all this stuff on top of that. But like, I'm going to protect this investment. I also really like what you're saying about let me see if I can repeat it how you said it. You said your social media is like your resume. And I think the younger generation gets that to a large extent because like we're just like used to Googling people and looking on social media. But maybe sometimes the older generation we all need to realize that, you know, I tell people when they join my community, I say, hey, look, start posting that you're in the community, start posting your deals, start posting. So that way, when you ask, again, I'm rephrasing what you brilliantly already said, but that way when you ask, it's like, this isn't the first time. I've already known you're into this. I've already seen your stuff a little bit. Yeah. One of my guys put it this way. He said, dig your well before you're thirsty. I thought that was so good.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So why don't people do that more? I think is what I want to ask you. Like, what holds people back from doing that? And any advice on just what someone should start posting in their resume specifically?
Man, they're scared. I'm not an expert. I don't have a fancy video editor. I don't have the time. I don't know anything about social media, and the list goes on, right? Or I don't know what to post, right? And I always tell a person, like, open your phone. And I guarantee you, you've sat on a Zoom in a mastermind that you're part of. You've been to a conference. You've been to a real estate meetup. You've walked a property. You have videos and pictures of those. Post it. Post what you did. Oh, I'm on this Zoom and this is what I'm learning about. Oh, I'm at this conference and this is what I'm learning about. The goal is you should go in with the focus of, I want to build my online presence. I just want to be visible. The goal shouldn't be when you're starting out, I want likes, I want views, I want followers. That will come. It will truly come. But once you're consistent with just putting it out there. And another thing too, they think I need to be active on every social media platform. I need to be on TikTok. No, choose one or two that you're super comfortable with, right? And start from there. And as you start growing and you get more comfortable, like, oh, now I can venture out into doing Instagram. Now I can venture out and doing to more videos, but use the content that you have and just post the stuff. Like the fear, it will always be there. I still hate social media to a point where I don't like recording myself with videos because I need it to be perfect. Like, so each time you're growing, when your online presence starts growing, you're still gonna get that same feeling. But the goal is to just put the content out there and let it work for you.
That's so gold. Yeah. I wrote down a couple of notes even for me on that. I'll sometimes be like, oh, I'm not going to post that, or maybe that was too vulnerable or something like that. But I think you hit a lot of the really great points that hold people back from that.
And the crazy thing is the point when you are super like vulnerable, when the content is not perfect, those are the content that gets the most engagement. Those are the contents where people relate to you. You inspire more people. But then sometimes the content you spend so much time editing, it doesn't get anything. And you're like, wait, I was myself. So before, persons would like worry about, oh my God, I need to have the right outfit. I need to put on makeup. It got to a point where like, I don't care. I'm actually I would come from the gym sweaty, a cap on and everything. I was like, boom, I have an idea. Let me just take out my phone and record this video. And I would just post it. And that's the first step. And like person will get so much more engaged. They'll be like, oh my God, you don't have the fear about makeup and your hair. And I was like, no, I'm being myself. I want whoever you see online, when you meet me in person, you're getting the same person.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah. Well said. That's great for me too. And I hope, it's, I think when people actually take that advice and actually do it, I even tell people sometimes like, because some people are like, well, I'm not good with social media or video or whatever. I'm like, do you have like some email addresses you can send like a newsletter to? Like if you can just get like, this is what I'm doing, guys, update on life. It helps when you come back around later to ask for capital.